It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. Hello, and welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. I have some great guests here tonight, but Guy La Ferrera Clothier, is that what your
Absolutely.
business is called?
Ferrera International Designs. My dad, as you may recall, was
I remember
custom
him.
tailor from
Sure.
Italy.
Yeah.
And I said to him one day, I said, Dad, if I'm going to be in business with you, we should only sell Italian clothing, all natural fabrics, handmade in Italy. And at the time, I had started falling in love with Laura Piana and Ermenegildo Zegna and these finer goods. So that's what we decided to do. I said, either we'll do very well or we'll go out of business in style.
Well, I think you're in the right location for that kind of stuff, because that's what I love about your store. And Tim, if you want to talk about some of this stuff too, you have a gorgeous suit on. So do you.
Yes.
I know you kind of go together, right?
Well, we're
both wearing blue.
Yeah, we're in that warm zone of blue.
Yeah, blue.
You know?
I like
With the
that.
full moon
Year-round
looming.
colors.
What I like about clothes like this and the clothes that you sell is, not only do they look good, but they feel so good. And I imagine wearing them is like wearing air. I mean, that's just, it's quality, quality, quality.
100%. And our forte actually has been specializing in super lightweight fabrics.
Yes, I know the lightweight wools
for
that
the
don't.
big global warming of where we live.
Big global warming.
Yeah.
That's true. It's hard to get all dressed up in South Florida.
Sure.
Even for
Correct.
women. You walk outside in the summertime
humid.
and you're all dressed and you just feel like you're going to melt. So the fabrics you wear are
Lightweight,
incredibly important.
doing fabrics that are 180 grams and 200 grams, making suits that maybe have no lining inside or deconstructed, the incredible weight of airlessness. That's what it's about.
that's
and
so
men
nice.
need to learn
That's so nice.
that these things are out there for them, because a lot of people
They
get
don't know
stuck
that.
in the old ways of doing things. And today with technology, there's so many more choices.
We have 12 of the top fabric mills in the world that we stock. So like the brands might stock a fabric, right? Canale or whoever. But we also offer the same fabric, just like all these designers. So we're able to get the same look, everything.
You're wearing a wide pinstripe.
Right.
And, I don't know
It's
a lot
high-
about that,
yeah,
but I
it's-
know that's a traditional pinstripe.
It is, and it's a little more high fashion today. I mean, a lot of guys are wearing wide pinstripes, maybe with peak lapels, very wide peak lapels, like I'm wearing.
yeah?
It's a very sartorial, Neapolitan look.
Right. I like
And
that.
yeah, so it's different. We do a lot of this style actually here.
And
locally.
are the suits tighter now? I mean,
yeah, a lot
the
of-
skinny suits, that kind of thing. Are you doing those, even though
we
you're
do a lot of trimmer
Italian?
fits, more athletic cuts. There's a lot of
It's called athletic cut.
yeah, and
Okay.
then but we also do something different that Guy really kind of created that we don't know of many other people actually offering it. But for bigger men, like some of these wives, they have a bigger husband, and it's hard for them to wear
Yeah, we all want to dress our
trimmer
men.
clothing. Yeah, trimmer
Exactly.
clothing. But we offer fits right off the rack, ready to wear, that may fit him in the areas that he needs the room. But for instance, like the trousers may be a lot trimmer from the knee down, which gives him that trimmer silhouette.
That's a nice look.
Well,
I
at the end
love
of the
that.
day, let's face it, not everybody is built like Tim. He's in the early
Yeah, you
30s.
can wear the skinny suit.
Tim is designing and creating a lot of custom-made things for young guys who are bodybuilders. So a big part of our forte is taking our background and besides
You're hitting
having
both ends of the market.
correct. So real men, guys who've made their money and are successful, maybe they're 50, 60 years old, and their bodies have changed. They've been enjoying their Tito's, their Cabernet
Right.
Sauvignons.
All the nice
So-
restaurants in Boca.
That's correct. So we've figured out how to dress the larger figured man, but elegantly in clothes that fit him. And we specialize in carrying those
And
ready-made.
that makes
and
such a
custom-made.
difference. Oh, the fit
So-
on somebody, even if somebody's big, if it's fitted. The
even
clothing's
for a
fitted.
guy going out to get a new job, maybe he's trying to climb up the ladder. If you wear the frumpy,
Yep.
the off the rack garment
And I'm
from
not sure men realize this as much as women do. When they're getting dressed, men.
women
don't
are
think about
definitely,
it.
I think, the driving force a lot of the times, at least in the store, that that
Yep.
drive them in to purchase and maybe step outside of the comfort zone a little.
If you're looking for a gift for your man, why not get him something that you can enjoy
Right.
by looking at it? If you're ever horrified when your husband comes down the stairs and you're about ready to go out, you got to get him into some of these clothes because they will love the clothes. I mean, men don't realize how good these clothes
we
feel.
go out of our way really to find, travel all over to find the best of the best, and
Oh, I know that.
great value
You're
too.
quality.
for
You're
the quality.
definitely Boca Raton quality.
Learning how to go from a suit to dressing casual.
Oh,
Whether
that's
you're a
where men fall off the-
stockbroker. Yeah, and you know what?
They can
It's-
look okay in a suit, but
Sure.
then when it comes to casual,
How do you do it?
they got
And it's a
the
learned
dad look,
thing.
the New
Yeah.
Balance and
They-
the baggy.
They tend to digress to like college days oftentimes.
What they
but
were
at
in
the end of
college,
the
you're right.
day, when your wife is looking so fabulous and taking time to go to get her hair done,
We go
wear
through a
beautiful
lot
clothing,
of trouble. We get our makeup done, we get our hair
yeah,
done, we
right.
pick out our clothes,
So-
we get our skin loofah'd and everything, and then
Exactly.
And when the men you're taking out your husband, he just looks so bad. It really makes you look bad.
I know.
You know.
So men
That's-
do need
You're
encouragement.
preaching to the
Let's
choir
face it.
here.
Most men think about themselves less. They care about their kids, their wife, their boat.
They
their
don't think
car.
it's important.
Correct. Their priorities are elsewhere. But learning how to do it thoughtfully, learning the new way to dress casually is something that we've really embraced.
I love that because that's where most men have trouble. They can put on a
Correct.
suit, but it's the casual.
If you've been home sitting around checking your portfolio all day, you've been hanging around in a t-shirt and shorts, you're going out to meet your friends for lunch, for God's sake, put on a pair of trousers and a collared shirt. Don't look like something that the cat just dragged in.
I love that. No, you're absolutely
Show some
right.
protocol. And
Right.
especially if you're out with your friends and your woman on a weekend. Put on the nines.
And
step
Boca
up.
is the kind of town where you're going to run into everybody you know. When
course.
I can't go anywhere in Boca
Yeah,
Raton.
you
I mean,
can't
it's
go
not
to
that tiny of a
Publix.
town. It's just I've been here forever.
I think
know
I've seen
sometimes
you in Publix in your
probably
sweats back
in gym clothes. I know.
No.
That's my
Never.
worst part. Leaving the gym, I always want to run into someplace. But I think about
Sure.
that because I see people everywhere. I'll be dressed in my gym clothes and I'll hear Becky. I'm like, oh no. I'll turn
Yeah.
around. I'm like, oh God, somebody knows me.
I've tried going
So-
shopping with my baseball hat, my sunglasses on,
And they
of course.
recognize-
Someone says, "Oh, guy, what are you doing here?"
Yeah, what are you doing here? Oh, and
Hiding.
And you're a clothier. You got to be careful.
No, yeah, a lot of pressure.
Oh, I have that problem too because I'm promoting all of this,
Exactly.
grooming stuff for women
Sure.
and cosmetic procedures, and then I'll go out in a baseball cap and sweats.
But
Men
right
don't like to
direction,
shop for clothes.
They don't want to waste a lot of time. They want to drive up,
Right.
park,
Surgical
come in,
precision.
boom. I have
Go
a
in,
party
get what
Saturday
they
night.
want, and
What am
out.
I going to do? We make it easy. We make it fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't be like going to the dentist. But if you need the Novocaine, we keep it in the house.
Yeah, you got something there to take the edge
A
off.
couple of glasses of Chardonnay, you'll feel no pain.
Okay, so that's the thing, and you got to make it easy for the men, and then easy
Right.
for them to select their clothes too when they're at home.
100%.
That's the problem. They have trouble putting things
Coordinating
together.
it.
So you have
And
a system
that's
for
where
that?
Tim and I come in together really. I have that classical training part. Tim has learned all that, but he's embraced it in a way where he's learned how to really individualize clothing for guys who want something different. Deals with a lot of young
Mm.
professionals and creates a lot of outfits custom made for people.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
We really have a great staff too. Probably, I would say the best in South Florida. We've recruited, starting with our tailor. He's right from Brioni, one of the most
Oh,
prestigious
wow, that's important.
menswear brands in the world.
Yeah, clothes have to fit, or it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's
it starts with the tailor.
Right.
Find the best tailor you can, and then also we've recruited guys who other store owners and also people from. We have one guy from Canali, directly from corporate. Who was a made-to-measure specialist. So
oh, wow.
I would
Young
s-
guy with new sensibility.
That's right, and so I think that's why a big reason why we're so successful. Someone may go into the department store. And you have a
Oh,
not
yeah,
so
that's
good
no
experience.
place. Guys,
Yeah.
I'm talking to women here. That's no place for your husbands to
Even
buy
though
a
you
suit.
get the points, you get the points on your card.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
want your husband to be happy, you need to bring him over to us. because
And
it's
you'd be
really gonna
happy
a
when
much
he's
better
ready to
experience.
go out and looks good.
100%.
Oh, that makes
100%.
such a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how many times I've looked over and gone, oh, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Where did you even find that?
And these events that we go to, we should just take a picture of these guys in restaurants who are like dressed horribly.
Yes.
Find out what
Do
their
the-
name
the,
is.
The black over the eyes.
We're gonna blast them right on the internet.
Fashion, please.
And I think men enjoy wearing these clothes once they get it.
Oh, yeah.
And once they understand, and what? No, talk about price a little bit. Are your clothes a lot more expensive than the mall?
Not
Is that
necessarily, no.
No, okay.
Big misconception.
But I would say it's worth the investment, even if they are.
100, because the stuff lasts a long time.
Just buy
but-
less, but make it good.
Correct. So we have the whole spread of dynamics. We have suits from $795 to $5,000. We do every category: machine made, handmade in Italy, handmade in Canada. We offer every price point, but still, at the end of the day, we've stayed focused on top quality handmade clothing.
So even
And
the ones for
so-
700 are still.
Still, yeah, they fit beautifully. You know, you can get a $700 suit that fits as well as a Canali, but it's machine made, not handmade, but still a very good quality suit. So you have a choice. You want to go to a men's warehouse or you want to go to a Macy's. You could go buy a Hugo Boss suit, but you know, is that garment going to last? It's really
Right.
questionable.
You can
so
have
longevity
these
is an important
forever.
thing
Yes.
when you're investing in your clothing.
And just out of curiosity, since this is a luxury market, what is your very best suit? What would you say?
Wow.
And it might be different for you too. I don't know.
When you say best, that's such a variable question.
Finest, like
Our
the.
finest. We've taken pride in bringing new products to the market all the time. Being the oldest dealer of Canali in South Florida now for 28 years. For many years, we represented Ermenegildo Zegna, Brioni, but we've really put our heart and soul into a couple of new brands. They're actually 40-year-old brands from Italy.
Oh, yeah. So all your stuff is Italian?
90%.
Majority.
Wow.
So we have the Ravazzolo brand, which is completely handmade like a Brioni, but priced at around 30 to 40% less than a Brioni.
Really?
So we bring the quality value relationship to the table. We go to Italy,
So-
we find products that are quality and value.
Now, tell me a little bit more about tropical fabrics, because that's always intrigued me that a man in Florida has to wear a suit even in the summertime sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that there are fabrics that are very comfortable.
There's weights that are below 200 grams that are very light, breathable, great for the tropics. We have models like guys wearing today that's completely unlined. That's really
see
like
that.
There's also this technical characteristics. If we
So
were
what do you
able
mean
to
by
zoom
unlined?
in, it's not only unlined. We have these special yarns. Like this is the travel natural
more
comfort
performance.
fabric.
Yeah, performance
They're
fabrics.
performance fabrics that resist creasing.
What does that mean? Do they
So,
stretch a little? Or?
It has some elastic in it. Yeah, so it
has
has
some memory.
natural stretch, and then also at the same time, the fabric is woven so tightly that it has this resiliency to sitting down all day, maybe in a chair or whatever,
It has a memory.
getting up.
Wow.
Yeah, bounces right back. So that's something we do a lot of here in this area, and we've gotten our garments so light. I mean, it really kind of feels like almost like a sweater weight, basically.
Almost a
And
shirt, really.
Yeah, it's very close.
So unlined, you're saying it's
So
got.
the Bimberg lining, the rayon lining that is in a lot of garments, in this particular case is removed. The horsehair canvas that's usually in the breast is majority of that is out. So there's only a soft piece of canvas and the chest piece
That
to
must
create the
make
drape
a
of the garment.
big difference in
It really
comfort.
does, especially being in a humid environment. It's
I've actually had
different
jackets of my
experience.
own that I've ripped the lining out of just because it's so uncomfortable sometimes, and it feels so much better not
But
to
men
have
that
it.
are on the road too, in and out of the office, whatever, and
Right, in the
traveling,
car, then out.
traveling suits with this type of fabric is ideal. I mean,
If you're buying your
Yeah.
suits in the mall, that's
gets
you're
pretty
missing
serious.
all
only getting
this.
half the job done. Yeah, you're not getting the full month.
No. Remember the old movie? You might be too young. American Gigolo with Richard Gere.
Oh goodness!
Oh,
that was so
I love
much
that.
fun. Yes.
Yeah, but
Don't you wanna go shopping like
opens
that?
up the drawers and he's got everything in the closets and he's
Awesome
I'm
closet,
gonna go. I'm
yeah.
gonna go. I tried to find that on Netflix the other night to get ready for this, but I couldn't find it.
That would have
But
been fun.
yeah, that was great. That was all about the pleasure that a man can get from having this kind of clothing.